So this is the canvas that they prepared. Yeah. So this is the canvas, and I think you can see the pointer. Hope so. Uh, First, on the screen, with respect to your right hand, see on the right hand side. Right hand side, first I will tell you about the value proposition. In middle there is a gift box, value proposition. It is represented in okay, I will just give an introduction. This is actually the business model canvas, and there are actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there are 9 blocks here, 9 blocks that are correlated with each other, and all these blocks comprisingly tell your investor or anybody who is listening to you what your business is. So the first block, value proposition. Value proposition. What is the value proposition? It is in the middle. It is represented with a gift box. It is represented with a gift box because value proposition actually means the value that you give to your customers. What problem are you solving that the customer is having? Because until you don't identify a solid problem that your customer is having, and you solve with your product should be able to solve that problem. It should add an value to the customer, because if this point is missing, how much big your product is, how much great your product is, how much advanced your technology is, the customer is not going to buy it. That's for sure. No, he is not going to buy it. So value proposition is like, what is the gift that you're going to give your customers? And coming to the customer relationships, I'll go. Yeah, I'll go with I just made some slides, so I'll go with the slides. Yeah. What are the customer segments? Customer segment is again here the customers. Means you need to segment your customers, because you can't tell all the people in India are going to buy my smart band. No, you can't do it like that. Again, I'll go with the bubble startup, the imaginary startup that I made for Swaraj. So I'll go with the bubble startup. So there, if I ask him who are your customers, then you, whole world is my, are my customers. Everybody needs a smart band. No, that is not going to happen. You can't tell somebody like that. You need to tell what are the types of customers you got. Like you can categorize them according to the age. You can categorize them according to the buying power. Like youth, teenage. Like you can categorize them, and you can categorize them according to the discipline that they belong to. Like you can tell the college students, the business class, according to the job. So it is up to you how you classify, but you need to have a valid point how you are actually, whether you can monitor your performance using your customer segments. If you segment your customer segment, the advantage is that you can add your advertisements and your marketing can be customized according to the customers. Like if a doctor want to buy your bubble band, he need a different type of advertisement. And if a small guy at a home who is studying at a college need to buy your band, and he needs a different advertisement. You can't use the same advertisement for both of them. The love symbol here, the customer relationship. You need to develop a different type of customer relationship. So that only you can develop when you actually specifically classify your customers. If you don't classify your customers, you will use the same advertisement strategy, you will use same thing, but that is not going to help. That is not going to help, and it is going to attract only some part of the customers, and other customers used to say, यार ये तो डॉक्टर के लिए यार, हम लोग ये क्या यूज करेंगे. नहीं, but you need to convince them. So for convincing them, first you need to identify them. कितना तरह का लोग है, कैसे सोचते हैं, कहाँ कहाँ हैं, कितना लोग खरीद सकते हैं. So you need to do it. So customer segment is actually segmenting your customers according to of the relationship and which channel. There is a lorry that is made here, truck. So which channels that you use to approach them. Okay. And coming to the customer relationship, the block. Customer relationship is actually the relationship that you maintain with your customers. Value proposition is always there, but solving the problem for a customer with your post product or anything service is also important. And any problem that they have using the device or some other thing, then you need to have post device service assistance 24 into 7 customer support. There are so many ways that you can build a relationship with your customer. The relationship is not with the product, it is with your company, because a customer actually uses the product, but he develops relationship with the company, not with the product. So relationship is always with the company, and the company head is you. So you need to be conscious what are your ways of developing the relationship with your customer. Because if your relationship is good, the company and the customer, whatever product you sell, the next product he is going to buy it, because his relationship is so strong. For this, I will give an example again of OnePlus. Because I'm giving an example of OnePlus because I don't use OnePlus, but he made a very huge impact with his business strategy, and even MI also made it. So what he did is he maintained a very good relationship with customers, like his service is good, and he gives frequent updates, or matlab, the oldest phone also will be getting updates until now, and his community is up to the mark, and you can have access to many apps and everything. So, and he's giving premium features. So if the relationship is good, so next time when he launches a smartphone, any other version, the customers think I'm using OnePlus, I'm good with it, and the relationship is good. So if they don't, although they don't launch a smartphone, they launch a TV, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it. So this is the attitude that the customer have through to the company. If the relationship very good, if the relationship is bad, like the first product that they bought from the company is very bad, although the company may be the famous company in the world, but the next product that comes out of come to the market by the same company, the customer is not going to buy. That is for sure. So customer relationship is a very essential part after you develop your medical device also, because it actually strengthens your bond with the customer, and next time when you launch a company, he will be your influencer and he will be doing marketing for yourself, for your company. So customer relationship you can actually manipulate in such a way. So coming to the another segment, channels. What is meant by channels? Channels, by the name it is evident, the type of ways that you use to get your value proposition, like to get your product or the features to your customers. How you reach? What are the channels? You can make a website. You can make your social media posts. You can deliver your product through logistics. There are so many ways that you can actually approach your customers with your product. So you need to list down all the things, because if you list down now, then you do not need to worry about in the last, because now it's the time for you to not brain write but brainstorm, because the business model canvas is always preferable to make on a chart and get a sticky notes for you, and stick it in the segments that you want to fill it. So the channels, I think I'm clear with the channels. What does channel means? Okay, fine. Now this is the right side of the business model canvas, and here there's a big bar, revenue. Revenue. What is revenue? Revenue is the not the profit that you make of your product. Revenue is the total money that you get for buying. Out of buying. Matlab, if the customer buy your product, so what is the total amount that you get? Profit is actually revenue minus cost is equal to profit. So in revenue, you get the whole money that you get when the customer buys your product. So this is the revenue that you make. You can make your own calculations, like per month how many units I am going to sell. Swaraj can have an estimate that he is going to try to sell 10 bands in a month, and each band costs this much. So the cost is here. I'll tell how to make the cost. So how much profit he is going to put upon that. So then his revenue will be generated. So this is the right of the business model canvas. Now coming to the left. So the so this is actually what will happen inside the company. The right side is the thing that happens outside the company and the customer side. Here is the inside the company. So let me discuss about the key partners. Let's start with key activities. Key activities. So key activities means when your company actually if you start an office or if an office is not present, but day to day from morning to evening, what are the activities that you do in your company? For example, in a medical startup, the activities are like website product development, product software update, validation, and manufacturing, distribution, post device support, post device customer service, and website payment interface development. There are so many activities. So all these activities you have to list down so that you will not miss anything. These all activities should happen day to day in your company so that the company will go forward. So this is actually the key activities. Here actually somebody is constructing so that he's putting up the sign. So this figure represents what are the key activities. And key resources. Key resources. Yes. The name itself is different. Like what are the key resources that you require? So here resources are broadly divided into 3 to 4 categories. I think. Human resource, physical resource, intellectual resource. Yeah, these three I think. Hmm. So what is human resource? Human resource are team members, staff, or whomever you hire, because they are also resources, right? A human resource is a very important resource in a company. And second is the physical resource. Physical resource includes your building, the files, the laptops, the computers, everything in your company that is physical. Those are the physical resources. Intellectual resources are the copyrights, the patents that you have for your device. Those are the intellectual resources. So all these resources, if any other resources that you think of, you can write it down. That are your essential part of your company. But you need to have a list of your resources so that you will be confident that if all these resources are present, the company is running nicely. And coming to the next part is the key partners. Key partners. So key partners are like, I'll just give an example. This is a very interesting thing. Yeah. Actually, if you start your startup, a medical device startup, you can't, you are not able, you can't do everything on your own, because right, if it band is a bubble band, my band, for example, you need to manufacture it. For that, you can't do it on your own. You need to give to a manufacturer. So the manufacturer will become your partner. Again, after the manufacturing, you need to have packaging. If you have packaging within the same manufacturing station, then it is well and good. Otherwise, you need to send the product from the manufacturing station to packaging station. So the packaging partner. Next, after the packaging, you have an outlet. Either you can have a outlet on your own, or you can give it to your retailers. So for that, you need to have a supply chain. Supply is actually done by logistics. So logistics is your partner. So this is regarding the product. I am just talking about the product. Now coming to your office, daily day-to-day life, day-to-day activities. You need to have a printing session for your some of the prints and everything. For that also you can have a partner, printing partner, prints partner. And for internet connection and everything, you think you are going to partner with somebody, then you can have a partner for internet connection and whatever communications you are going to do. So like this, actually, life has become easier, and the life of startup became easier when you are having partners, because uh, now the concept of being a single person doing everything on your own is gone. Now you need to actually partner with the partners who have a common interest, because they are also getting benefit out of it. If they are a smart band or anything, so they are going to have benefit out of it. So why not partner? You can have a partnership. So using this partnership strategically can cut down your cost like anything. Otherwise, you need to pay for everything. But if you partner, okay, you are going to give a profit share. That's no problem. But That will actually initially in a startup stage is very much beneficial because you can rather than working on your finances. Yes, you need to see your finances, but it's better to work on the product in beginning rather going to the finances. Then you can actually can't concentrate on your product. So these are the thing about the partners. And combining all these things, like what are the costs that requires for key activities, what are the costs that require for key resources, what are the costs that require for key partnerships. So all these things adding up will give you the cost. We just have to add, then you'll get the cost. Now it is your challenge that you make a business plan exactly, very much efficiently, so that after when you subtract your revenue from your cost, you need to have profit. Because whatever you do, at last you have to make money, right? Because you're home telling that I'm doing a startup and I'm developing a medical device, I'm actually distributing it, but I'm not going to make no, it is not going to happen. If you're doing something, the final output is have to make money out of it. So finally, your aim should be if you subtract your revenue with your cost, then you need to have some profit. That also nominal profit you should be measurable, and it should be actually covering up your मतलब cost, मतलब उसमें actually आपका जो कंपनी में सैलरी वगैरह है ना, तब भी मतलब वो सैलरी सब कुछ काटने के बाद, मतलब खुद का सैलरी भी काटने के बाद, देन योर कंपनी शुड बी इन प्रॉफिट. क्योंकि कंपनी प्रॉफिट में रहेंगे तब कंपनी आगे बढ़ पाएगा, क्योंकि आपका तो सैलरी तो मिलेगा, लेकिन बट यू नीड टू get the company also forward, otherwise you will be being at the same stage. Now I think yeah, this is about the business model canvas. So, all these terms like key activities, value proposition, customer relationship, customers, revenue, channels, key resources, key partners. So I gave a perspective about it, and there is a book also. I think I shared with Swaraj. If I happened not to share with it, matlab I didn't share, then I will share with Swaraj. You can actually make a business model canvas of every matlab anything. Okay, I am going to discuss it later. So all these are the just slides that, yeah.